Welcome to Rugby 18 and welcome along to Cornflake's Crib. I am Cornflake, I will be your host through this exclusive first look of Rugby 18. Now, if you're new to the channel, you may not know, but for all these new titles, especially rugby games like this, I like to dive in head first, no prior play at all, no knowledge of how to play this game, no knowledge of anything about it whatsoever when it comes to actually playing it. So I call this going in blind, and today we are going in blind for Rugby 18. So thank you all for joining me. Let's get stuck in and have a look to what we have to look forward to in this title that is coming out very, very soon to a shop or a digital merchandise near you. So whether you're going to get this game or not, hopefully this will help you guys decide on what you want to do. Now, of course, as you all know, if you've been studying this game, if you've been waiting for it to come out, you know that it is developed by EKO Software, as you saw in the little intro there before the game kicked on. And of course, a Big Ben Interactive involved as publishers as well as others as well. So this game has a lot of pressure on it. So we're going to have a look at what's on there, what game modes we have, what possible series we could be doing, what's good, what's bad, what's ugly. I will be completely straightforward with what we are seeing here today in this game. So don't expect any niceties. This is going to be a pretty full-on examination of what needs to be a really, really good rugby game. But the question is, will it deliver? So first things first, we've moved on from that entrance screen. We've got some nice World Cup sounding music in the background. Let's take a look what we have to do. Select our favourite team. So when you first start up Rugby 18, this is what you'll be greeted with. Of course, if you are, I don't know, fans of Northern Hemisphere Rugby, you have a lot more choices here. This is, of course, being played on PC at the moment as well. Also, it is available on PS4, XboxOne as well. So don't mind my Xbox controller, which is getting in the way of people thinking it's on Xbox. This is PC. Hopefully we have a bit of a comparison over other consoles and see if there's any difference to the game. But for today, we're just going to dig in, dive in and have a look at what we've got. So, you know, there's plenty of licensed clubs in this game. It's been talked about and announced for ages, what seems like forever now. And there's a bit of a quick look straight away without going into matches about what teams are on here. So we can see they were teams from the Viva Premiership, of course. We just have teams from the top 14. We've got Clermont in there, some big ones. Where are the other big ones? One, Pellier. Where's the Racing 92? There's the Toulons, places like that. Toulouse, I guess, as well, will be on there. So plenty for all you French fans to get involved in as well. We also have teams from the Pro 14. Yes, that's right. No longer Pro 12, of course. Any rugby fan knows that. It is now the Pro 14. So the big thing here is these guys, the Cheetahs. Now that is huge to have the Cheetahs here on the game. This is a great way to see what teams are on the game straight out of the whistle. So we've got Dragons, Ospreys, Scarlets. I'm looking for one team here. There they go. The Southern Kings. Fans of the channel will know that the Southern Kings and me, we have a bit of a relationship going back quite some time now. Of course, Pro D2 as well. Plenty of other French teams here to get involved with. It's the only second division sort of thing that any rugby game really has going on. So, good to see that sticking around. Of course, you get the top 14. You're going to get Pro D2, aren't you, as well? Then, of course, we have International. These are the big ones, and of course, this is where my favourite team is going to come from. We've got the Wallabies, the Flying High Wallabies at the moment. England. They're the big ones as well. The big dogs of World Rugby currently too. Fiji, France, Italy, the British and Irish Lions, which are part of a download content. If you pre-order, you can get these guys in as part of your game at selected places, or you can just buy it later on as well as an add-on to your game. So the British and Irish Lions are one you'll want to definitely get on your game. The All Blacks, of course, New Zealand, they are a massive coup to this game to get them in. The world champions, the back-to-back, three-time world champions, of course, they are the big headliners. They will be my favourite team. We'll just check out the others. We've got Scotland, we've got the Springboks, and of course we have Wales rounding out. I think that's it. We go back to the Viva Premiership. We do indeed. So we're going to be going, of course, with New Zealand for my favourite team. We haven't even got into the game. What's going on here? It's a quiz! A quiz on the loading screen. Got 10 seconds. How many drop goals did Jean Pitchnik, I can't even say that, Gilles Cabara, score to set the record for France? 15! I don't even know if that was right or not. Which legendary figure of international rugby died in November 2015? Oh, Jonah Lomu. 200 points! Right, okay, right, that's cool. I like that. Quizzes are cool. Controls, hitting. On a tackle defense, you can prepare for a hit.
It's great to have you
Press
with
and
us
hold
this
LT.
evening, but
We've
tonight's
got commentary. It's all happening here. It's going on. I'll let these guys talk on.
We'll be keeping a keen eye on tonight's match.
Very good evening to you, Nick. The supporters looking
It's very
patient.
FIFA-like, isn't it? Very FIFA-like. Look at this.
It should mean the two
Front
sides will
row.
be able to show
I'll shut up because the commentators are talking.
Yes, a test match is always a good opportunity to see a squad's strengths and weaknesses. The word test match is a good way to describe this sort of meeting and is used to describe matches between national teams outside of official tournament.
One interesting point, back in the day there were far fewer meetings at this level.
Thanks, Nick. Yes, a test match is always a good opportunity to see a squad's strengths and weaknesses.
How cool's that? How cool's that? We are underway. I have no idea what to do. I didn't expect to be playing a game straight away. Find open space. One solution consists of making passes. Okay, tutorial. I like this. Straight off the whistle. Press LB or RB to pass ball to a teammate.
One interesting
There we go.
back in the day
We got the ball away. Anton Brown's got the ball. Oh, we're quick passing straight down the wings. Yeah, that's a good start here from the All Blacks. Make force. Oh, no. We got, what do I do here? During a ruck, you have to add players one by one. This is great. Going in blind. What more do you want? This is learning how to play. Add players one by one to a maximum of 5. Okay. To fight for possession of the ball in the ruck. Oh, the fight for possession is shown on the ground markings. Okay, so we've got an orange and a blue. Obviously, we're the blue. We're the All Blacks. So, add a player, we push B, which obviously other controllers are available. So, bang, 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 bang. Oh, each time you add a player, the ground markings go in your favour. Oh, I didn't really want to pick that up. I didn't read what it said. Oh, that's been dropped. Look at your players in the ball carrier. Circle appears at feet, so that's who we've got. It seems I'm Kieran Reid right now. The smaller the circle, the greater chance of tackle success. Oh, that's cool. If you're on a player that's within range of the player you want to tackle, press B. I've got an achievement as well. Bang. No picture, but I got an achievement. I like it. You're now in position to make tackle, push B. Boofa! Oh, Marshall's coming in. Get in the ruck. Get in there. Oh, big hit. More. Another one. Bang. More. Bang. Oh, get out of here, Africa. What's going on? Oh, I have to pass it. What's on the wrong side of the ruck? Oh, what an offload. Oh, get in there. Push the right button. Push the right button. Get in there, boys. Yes, I like it. Okay, it's a bit slow.
It's played by
Coles. Oh, the offload. Sonny Bill Williams special. Oh, good tackle there. It's a bit slow on the breakdown, so I have to say that, but it's all right. Have the scrum half take the ball. Okay, so Kobala. So how do I do a bigger pass? Because I'm going a bit sideways. Okay. Oh, offloads are coming thick and fast here. Now we've got some room. Von Wiener does well. Gets it away to Owen Franks. No chance of quick turnovers, though, which is a bit of a shame. We got to slowly win this one. Keep players. No, okay, fine. Force our hand, South Africa.
Retallick tries to set off with the ball.
I don't know what he's doing there. Oh,
Recycle
big pass.
out of contact.
Oh, no, intercept. And away goes. Tackle him. Ooh, that was close. Get in there. Okay, turn back over. If I deliver a big...
goes out. Dead ball. Tell me, Ben, what do you think of these two passes?
What the heck? What happened there? What on earth happened there? I'm not quite sure, but we haven't scored any points, no tries. We've gone backwards. Crouch. Pull the 6 down. Instead of me scrumming, you follow the indications to get in position. Timing is important. Oh. Okay.
Huge opportunity for...
Right. Huge opportunity for who? Oh, yes.
Fed into the scrum.
What have I done? To get the ball off the scrum, your pack must move forward. Or move forward if you gain the advantage over your opponents. Target represents the direction that the pack must drive forward. Okay. Bring your marker to the target area using the left stick to have your pack move forward. Okay. Okay. Oh, over there. I see. You see it on the top left side. Oh, I got it. Yeah, let's tick it round here. That's nice stuff, All Blacks. It's a bit of a silly mini game, isn't it? But it keeps you occupied. The only thing is this is a long time for the ball to be sitting in a scrum. Oh, South Africa, the buggers, they got it back. Right, we've got the ball. The ball is secure. You have to free it before time runs out. Wow, I had like no seconds. Kobalo's away. Here's Ioane. Oh, why did he change direction so quickly? Get in there, Anton Brown. Anyone else? Yeah. I mean, I haven't quite worked out how to sprint. Wow, that was a terrible pass. I don't know how to dive on the ball. No, 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 no.
Breaks free and scores.
It's a try for Malcolm Marks, I think. I mean, let's rewind a bit here. How cool was that team naming at the start there? Wasn't quite, of course, because it's all real players like that, it makes it difficult for any changes. They have to be actually made through the development of the game. So this is good. Replays. Replays are excellent. Because, I mean, without replays, it just kills the immersiveness of the game, doesn't it? So replays are good. Early days, only concerns for me about gameplay, which I was going to have a look at the game features, the things like different game modes and things like that first, but alas, we're here, kicking things off. It's very slow out of scrums. Breakdowns can be slow as well. You can't just hammer on people in and smash the ruck. So you've got to do it like this. Cronje's taking a shot at goal, which is over. But another thing I haven't really mentioned is it actually looks quite nice, doesn't it? It looks... Why would I want to go punt or bomb? Oh, wow, okay. We're going for a high one. Up it goes for Bodie Barrett. I don't quite know how to change players just yet, but I've thrown the ball away again. How do I change men? I don't know. This is not good. We are not making a good fist this straight away. Look at the circle on the ground. Okay, it shows how close the player is to the ruck. When a player binds the ruck, increase the impact by pushing right stick towards the ruck. Bang. Oh, B, isn't it? Bang. Oh, that was badly timed. Right, Carballo. Thank you.
The ball back on the
right.
left side.
Now we got some good passes, but it went to crap very quickly. Oh, there we go. I've got a bit of a fend on. Hey, I'm breaking away. Hey, I'm through. I'm going all the way. Keep going, man. Ooh. Smack it. Smack it. Yes. Get out there, Carballo. Oh, terrible pass. Get in there. Get in there. Bang. Get in there. Bang. Get in there. Bang. Yes. What are you talking about, knock on? Clearly went sideways. Here we go. Replay. Did he even touch that ball? I mean, it looked like it went straight through his hands, but it's all right. This must be on a pretty easy difficulty because we're munching them at the rucks. We're munching them at the scrums. But it's all right. Graphically, what... Oh, no, I didn't set. Oh, no, I've pushed the button. Oh, I've done something. Everyone's running around. Bind. Oh, left and right trigger. Set.
The ball's put in.
Oh, that's right. I've got to do this, don't I? I nearly forgot. Oh, no, South Africa's crunching us. Yes, come on, All Blacks. Yes, come on. Dig in. Yes. See, this is what I mean. You could be here forever if you're up against a hard team. I mean, they could just constantly just back and forth it, couldn't they?
Carballo is calling
Carballo, I mean, he's all by himself. Oh, that's just a straight intercept as well. Oh, it's a turn intercept. Back the other way. A little grabber from what looked like on Franks, and he's in touch. Right, line out. Time to learn something new again. I mean, it looks quite nice, doesn't it?
To go with a 7-player lineup.
Kind of a bit surprised. It is a bit clunky when they run, but let's concentrate on the line out first. Okay, the hooker's goals throw the ball to players in the line out. Right, to do this, select a teammate. The ground markings indicate who. Let's play it safe and go to the front. Oh, okay, I've got to push. What do I push? Oh, left stick. Why can't I... If you don't select the player, the middle one is select the button. I want to pick that guy. I want to pick the front guy. What's going on? Okay, let's pick the middle guy. Whatever. I want to pass.
Ball held on to.
Okay, that's very easy. Very, very easy. How do I sprint now? I need to know how to sprint. I need to be able to break a damn tackle. Get in there. Smash it, Coles.
Williams.
Right.
Carballo passes it out to the right.
Oh, that's a good pass to Franks as well. Oh, down the sideline. I mean, offloads are getting a bit silly now, guys. Bang. Oh, I'm always bad timing there. Bang. Okay, this is not too bad.
They shift it to the left.
Okay, let's go to the left, team.
Finds his mate.
Oh, here we go. It's Savia. How do I sprint? I'm not sure how to sprint. That's becoming a real concern if I want to score tries.
The scrum half pulls the ball out.
Oh, Carballo, that's a terrible run. There must be a sprint button somewhere. Okay, I'll just pass. Can anyone see sprint? I can't quite see sprint. Oh, that's terrible. How do I jump on the ball? Not going too well at the moment. We are going upfield. Someone needs to help me run.
It's played out left.
Huge pass.
Let's have it.
Everyone's running a bit sideways. It's a bit unstructured, isn't it? It's a bit. What's the word I'm trying to find?
Well taken.
Just how it
Ball taken by
kind of jerks
Kerbalo.
around a bit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's Kieran Reid. He's all out on his own. A little chip.
Back onto his
Kieran.
feet to challenge for the ball.
Okay, so he challenged there for the ball, but... Okay, right. We're in the 22. Something's happening here. It's half time. It's probably been half time for about 10 minutes. I mean, it's still going. You have the advantage in this ruck. When you have the advantage, you can bring a player in to play the ball. Right? Bring a player in, lets you in the ruck and retain position. Okay.
Kerbalo.
Okay. I don't know what
Ball is in the
quite
hands of
happened
the
there,
scrum half.
but we've got to score a
Kerbalo.
try. Oh, another crap pass. Oh, no.
Sets off
Oh,
on the touchline.
no. No, I was never going to catch him, was I? I got this guy. Oh, no, he's going to go all the way. No, he starts. What a
Barrett.
tackle. Barrett. Oh, well, at least Barrett's speed is accurate, isn't it? One more. How do I make someone... I mean, I have to get
Kerbalo.
someone... You can quickly shift play with long passes. I've worked that out. Holding the button pass longer. So that... Yep.
He passes the ball.
Oh.
This is going to be a real struggle.
Make long passes. I mean, this is going to be a real struggle. Okay, make a long pass.
The ball is played on the
Getting
right.
objectives out here.
Retallick
Objectives.
manages to keep the ball
Yes.
alive.
Oh, it's in touch. But that's all right because it's half
So
time.
that's the
We
end
are
of the
losing.
first half.
We are losing to Africa. The commentary is, as commentary is in these games, it's a bit stale, it's a bit flat, it's a bit good pass by Barrett. You know, that's just what we come used to. What have we got here? Okay, I like stats. So let's have a look at what we got. 1 try, 1 conversion, 42 tackles to 6. Right. Okay. So the team things doesn't tell me much. Let's have a look at team management. We can see players. Oh, okay, we got stats here, what they can do. I mean, Dane Coles is 100 on passing. Bloody hell, Dane Coles is really good at a lot of things. Okay, so we can see possibly how tired people are. Right, let's make some changes. Let's get Aaron Smith on here because you know I'm a bit of a fan of Aaron Smith. So has he come on? Yeah, I've done that. Okay, oh, he's got a green arrow. You see a green arrow and a red arrow on the left? That's good. Fikata, Adi Savia, Kaino. Why is Sopawanga playing in 16? That's a bit weird. We should have another... Got 2 props, a hooker, and just 1 flanker in the rest of the team. Who else is in the side? Squires at 7. Okay. Well, you can't swap players in position, so... We'll bring Squire off. We'll bring on. We've got to bring on Jerome Kaino, and let's bring Fikatara in for the much currently hated Sonny Bill Williams or Antonina Brown. Screw it. Sonny Bill's been rubbish. Oh no. How do I save them? Save changes. There we go. Right. Let's get back into it. We're learning some things here. We want to do a bomb. Oh, that's going to be a bit touch and go, isn't it? Okay, so I changed players with A. That has not gone 10 metres. Oh, South Africa got the ball. Get in there. I mean, you probably could do this faster. Okay. Let's get some big passes out. We got Aaron Smith. I mean, oh, it's a good pass. It's a good catch. Is he sprinting? I'm not sure if he's really sprinting or not. Oh, there's a quick turnover. So you can do quick turnovers. That makes me happy. Oh, come on. That's more like it. Yes.
Ball comes out for the scrum half. Tackle made, but the pass to...
Oh, no, that's a terrible pass. Oh, we're going backwards. Oh, I'm playing too much. Oh, no, like normal rugby games. Uh-oh. Oh, no. And Tarawera's going all by himself. Get in there, team. I mean, I've just lost a lot of meters here.
He passes to the
It's a bit glitchy up here. And oh no, what have I done? What have I done?
Terrific tackle.
I'm smashing them to breakdowns. Okay, we can hit it up there. So Aaron Smith.
Launches play.
Oh man.
Franks.
Why is everyone standing so flat?
Coles.
Get out
plays
there.
it to the left. Tackle made.
Oh man. Oh no, what's going on here? Oh, what's going on here? What is going on with that? It's all turning to custard. Yeah, and celebrate they will, South Africa. 2 tries. I couldn't. Well, I could not pick the ball up. So, a missed pass out there, Fekitoa. Ben Smith runs around a little circle. Not quite sure what he was attempting there, Ben Smith. But he's made a hash of it anyway. So, try number 2 for the Springboks. I can't seem to get width. I can't seem to break tackles, which is a bit of a concern. And I don't know how to pick up the ball when it's on the ground, which loose passes.
So
I'm putting a lot on the ground.
2 more points up for grabs. Just a reminder,
Okay, so
12-0 for the moment between the 2 teams.
Well, the commentators just reminded me. Hey, look at this! Look, Mexican wave! Look! Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'll give you a call for that. Gameplay. It's a bit jerky,
And
but
it sails between the posts.
I know. Once we get used to it, it could be a bit better. Early days, though. Early days. Not too bad. We want this to go a bit further. Last one was a bit dodge. This one, how do I jump?
To challenge for the ball.
Oh, look at this.
Kane
Oh, look at
tackle,
this.
but
He's
there are
away.
possibilities out wide.
What can I do? Can I
Breakthrough
sidestep
by
or something?
Savea.
No, I can't sidestep or...
Sticking in there. That's advantage for South Africa.
What's going on? Why an advantage? Why?
Slamming into the ruck comes Famuina. Playing to the right to Whitelock.
What?
Pass.
Why is advantage
Off the
over? But
touchline, a great run by Dak.
it might not matter.
A game-saving tackle.
Oh, come on, man.
To be stopped right there.
What the hell was he doing?
For South Africa.
Oh, that was a high tackle. Come on. I mean, I have to score a try.
Famuina.
Oh, what? It's wrong for the... I switch. No, I want a sidestep, please. Quickly, please. LBRB, switch to the left. You switch to the right. Or, okay.
Famuina. South Africa.
What was that?
He saw the gap.
What was that?
That's him tackled.
That wasn't a switch. Okay, let's try that again, eh?
Smith. Whitelock manages to keep the ball alive despite the tackle by off to the side for
Okay.
Leonard Brown.
Okay, here's Leonard Brown. Oh!
Taken to the ground by Creel.
Oh, we've got to get in here. I didn't quite work out what that LBRB thing
Manages
was.
to send the ball
Oh,
back
okay.
to the right.
Okay, that's not bad. Because we've got a breakaway and he's going all the way.
what a
He could.
tackle.
Oh!
The ball went forward. He's
Knock
gone.
on by us. This is nice. Where was the knock on there, ref?
And we'll go back to a scrum for South
It's all right.
Africa.
It's all right. So I'm going to make switch passes. I made one. They do work all right, actually. That is quite fluid. But overall, it's a bit stuttery, isn't it? It's a lot better game
Gearing up for this scrum inside
than
the
Rugby
New
15.
Zealand
I will give you
22.
that. If you hated Rugby 15, then I can assure you this is a lot
That
better.
was fabulous work
It's
from
not
New
fantastic.
Zealand, who
Is it
pushed
gonna
the
challenge
opposing
a Rugby
back
Challenge
and win
3?
the ball.
It's tough because it's a lot different game. And of course,
Ball
just starting to
taken
play
by
it. Oh, Aaron
Smith.
Smith. Go, Aaron Smith. Go, Aaron Smith. Oh, is it going way back there? Oh,
It's an
no.
interception.
Oh, it's back.
Terrible for New Zealand.
Oh, come on. The commentary is poor. Okay, come on, team.
The ball is out for the scrum half. Kano.
Oh,
Have the advantage.
pick it up.
Gets his
Go.
hands free in the
There
Go
are
to the line.
possibilities
Oh,
out
no.
there. Breakthrough by.
How?
They
How
can't
do I?
release the ball
Oh,
now.
come on. Where's the
Beholden
advantage? I thought there was
to the ground.
advantage there.
It looks like there'll be more bodies in the ruck.
But where's, I can't throw heaps of those guys in at once.
Smith.
I
sends
have
the
to
ball
score a
left
try.
to
I've got to
Fekitoa.
score a try. I've got to score a try.
pass
Must
by
score a try. It's gone
Fekitoa.
forward. What's going on? It's back to Reed.
Defense
Oh,
by
what's going on?
Whiteley.
Oh, it's just hitting
so
players all
close.
over the place.
Yankees.
Not
who
quite.
grab by
Yankees is in here.
Coles.
Get in there. Bang. I must score a try. I will not leave this game until I've
The
scored a
referee
try.
Signals advantage.
It's
What
advantage
defense
again.
by
Oh,
Jose.
come on. Get in there.
Played back on the left into the arms of
Oh,
Savea.
no.
Savea tackled. It's
Oh,
a ruck.
man, I'm getting
Reached the end
monstered.
with
How do I
18 minutes
break a
of play.
tackle? It's one thing it has not told me is how to break a tackle.
Whitelock out to his right to Sarvea.
Okay.
There's a
Sarvea.
chance on the outside with
Yes.
Sarvea.
Oh,
That's
oh,
out of contact,
yes,
but
go,
maybe
speed.
that looks
Oh,
like
no.
it'll be a ruck.
This has got to be a turnover, doesn't it? Surely. No. I smashed 2 rucks in a row there.
Outright, Smith looks for Whitelock.
Why is everyone running the other way? Oh, no, I've got to do the backward-forward pass. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, that was terrible.
Good
Uh-oh.
defence.
Ooh, that was close. I forgot about the backwards left and right thing. Right. Let's do our left and right passes.
Plays it back to his right.
Oh. Well, that didn't work, did it? Someone get in there.
Using the fact the ball
What's
isn't
going
out
on?
to get organised. There's room on the outside.
Oh, how did he do that? Get him. Get him. This isn't good.
Got underneath. Superb.
Oh.
There's a bit of room, and he's there. Again,
Stop him.
saving
Oh,
tackle.
no. I mean, I have to
Absolutely
score a
had to be
try.
stopped right then. Perfectly
80
executed
minutes is up.
tackle. Absolutely impeccable.
Oh,
Terrific
we were
tackle by
so close.
Marks.
Why can't... I mean, I'm going backwards terribly.
The scrum
I
half
shouldn't
pulls
have
the ball
gone this
out.
way.
He
Oh,
sets
hello.
up down the touchline.
I don't want to kick... No. No.
Tries
No.
to keep the ball into touch from inside his own 22.
Good
That
tackle
doesn't
there,
look like
Smith.
It's going to go into touch.
New Zealand will be able to play it.
I don't want to make clearing kicks here.
He
Come on,
takes
Charlie
the ball and
Famuina.
the referee
Oh,
lets them
no.
Play on with he sent that forward.
That's going to be full
And there you have
time.
it. It's
Oh.
over and a win for South Africa.
A
That's
win for
huge
South Africa.
win for South
I
Africa.
didn't even score a try.
Really dominated the match, and the statistics prove it.
It's a harsh scoreline.
It's a hard game to attack with. It's a really hard game to attack with. I mean, that was so close for so long. No one could score because I couldn't break one tackle in that whole game. Let's move on. Okay, so there's something else that we still to introduce is my squad. So that's something we'll have a look at very, very soon. But I've picked up 2,650 points.
Good evening to you
So-
all, and see you soon.
Shut up. We don't want to listen to him anymore. 2 tries, 2 conversions. We've seen what happened. I mean, I was all on attack. South Africa defended their guts out. And they won the game. But we need to find out how to actually break tackles. So, back to the quiz. What jersey number does the fly half wear? Number 10. I got that one. And I think that gets me more points as well for the My Squad thing. Okay. So, we got Quick Match. We have Quick Match Local, Quick Match Online, and we have Random Quick Match. So, this is all the game modes that Rugby 18 offers. This is what I was going to do first. But it thrust us into that interesting matchup with South Africa, which I'm not going to complain about. So if we go into a local quick match just to see what it looks like, we're not going to play another match because we already played one, but just to look at the options and the views you get going into a match. You can pick your team, New Zealand. Let's go against Bath, just for example's sakes again. You got kit selection, so you got a home and away kit for the All Blacks. Sam Whitelock, it looks like, is talking to himself very angrily. What a character. And then we've got the Bath, we've got the home and away kit for Bath as well. So we go through there, we can see we have a few options, match options. Game length, time, okay, I was going to change that, day or night. We can go up to 80 minutes, so we can go up to full 80-minute matchup as well, down to 5 minutes at minimum. Difficulty, you got amateur, pro, semi-pro, amateur. So I guess pro is your hardest as well. Injuries, with, without, okay, on, off, whatever. Send off, fatigue, knock-ons, advantage, offsides, tutorials as well. And you can reset the tutorials. You got sound options, so you can turn that commentary off, which isn't a bad idea. You got display options, and here you go, camera options. This is something we're going to look at. Player view, home team view, away to you, and player view. So again, no side camera option at all, which is a bit of a shame, but still a work in progress, I guess. So that's your options you get there. Yes, we'll cancel the changes we've made. You got team management, you have a look at your side, and these are the 23 players, 24 players. Oh, okay, we've got more. Okay, so we've got quite a number of players here. The All Blacks have a total of 42 players to pick from that are actually licensed players. So Geordie Barrett's even in there as well. Really, really like the intro of players at the start, though. That was really, really cool. So hopefully these guys, if they keep updating it, will look really, really nice. Again, those guys' faces up there. And of course, you kick off. But sadly, already you can see it's out of date with players like Aaron Cruden. in the squad who was already left. I mean, players like Kerbalo and things are gone as well at the end of the season. So very quickly, rugby games go out of the date. We have a league, so we can take part in an official league. So we've got the Viva Premiership, like we said, Top 14, Pro 14, and of course Pro D2. They are the only 4 official leagues in Rugby 18. And of course, you know, we've looked at it before. You guys saw all the teams that are there. Bath, Exeter, Gloucester, all the usual teams. All the teams in those competitions are licensed on the game as well. Moving on, a career. This is what many people will like to see. This is what many people have been asking for. Rugby 08 brought you the World League. This is very, very similar. Career mode. Make up your team and have them climb the ladder to reach the elite division and become the best club. So, what do we got here? Keep an eye on your, I presume that's the currency. If you've got too much debt at the end of the season, your career will end. Okay, that's fine. But we select our team, and from there on in, let's just, for example's sake, have a look at, oh jeez, I don't know. Let's randomize it. Close my eyes. This is a better way to do it. Close my eyes. Push the button heaps of times. Gloucester. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have no players at all. We have 400,000. And I have to... How do I add someone here? My team. Oh, we go to the market. So I push the button, go to the market. Here we go. This, you guys are going to love this. You guys are absolutely going to love this. We can just make a team. We pick a side, like we have with Gloucester, and we just buy them with our 400,000 that we've got there. We buy anyone we want. Anyone we want. Right. So obviously, oh, what do we got here? We want to, okay, so we can filter on the left here by team, league, score, position, and price, obviously. And then, of course, if we want someone, like I did see someone, Nick Abendon, fullback, of course, how do I recruit? Oh, they're done. No arguments there. Abendon into the team. And we've got ourselves a fullback. Well, that is great. That is amazing. It's a shame we don't start with a bunch of crap players and you kind of improve them like a bunch of nobodies. But I guess when Nick Abendon costs 37k, you say 40k, you couldn't fill a full team with players of his caliber. So that is something you got to watch out for. His score, which I guess his overall rating is 68, which isn't really that high. Let's have a look at, what do I go to? Market here. Let's just go by price. Let's go to the big boys here. Oh, there's no one. Okay, 200. Okay, so Bowden Barrett, he's going to cost us 200k. Farrell, Retallick, Makavuni Puller, and Sam Whitelock. They're your big money makers. Then we've got a big list of players here. So these guys are still going to cost you 160,000 to 200,000. I mean, your 400k is not going to last long picking world-class players like this. So, to be fair, you're going to have a pretty crap team to start off. So let's, for example sakes, let's just autofill. Wow, they picked up Owen Franks. Goodness me, that is a... Okay, so they've picked a really good team that's cost 3 million of whatever currency this is. We're going to make that up by the end of the season. But we're going to move on, and we go straight into the season. Matchup number 1. We are up against Neves. We're on a 4-team league, and there's only like 3 matches. So that's all we've got to worry about. And then we go up to Division 5. So that's what it's all about. Team management. We can go on and change our team, and we can have a look at our budget, which does not look good. But games will earn you money. It's just a question of getting the right sort of team, the right balance to play and make enough money. So there's a bit of a summary of your side and career mode. How good does that look? So you can obviously have a new one or an old one that you've already started. You can resume that. That looks really good. That looks really, really cool. And I imagine a lot of you are saying right now, career mode is a series you want to see on the channel. So let me know if that is the case. My squad. This is pretty much the biggest thing. Biggest thing since Rugby Sliced Bread. My squad mode. You can make 4 squads. This is the closest thing Rugby's come to an Ultimate Team. Although they don't like you to say that. Let's be honest. We all want a Rugby Ultimate Team, and this is the closest thing we've got. Playing different game modes, you earn the stars, currency, coin, and you recruit your favourite players with. So as you just seen, we've got to select a team. Let's just go, whatever. We go with New Zealand team management. We are, well, you can pick 4 squads. Let's go to the market and see what players cost. So again, we're looking at this price. I just picked up 12k for that. What's that going to buy me? It's going to buy me these jokers, which it's not too many. I mean, Dylan Armitage is a half decent player, isn't he? But these guys are all rated pretty lowly. You can see in the 60s, even in the low 50s as well. You get up to 16,000, there's no one. But I mean, 12 to 16,000, that's where you've got Bowden Barrett. So I mean, I could just about buy Bowden Barrett off one match. Seems a bit easy, doesn't it? Seems just a little bit easy to get old Bodie in the team. There's a lot of guys here, top of the class. But that's it. You pick these guys up, you put them in the team, and then you can use those teams to play matches with as well, which is super, super awesome stuff as well. So you can go from that, fill your team up with what you want. Let's just auto-fill again like we did before. Bang. And there we have our team. As you can see, I only had 12,000 points. So these are the jokers I have pulled into my side. So that is how simple and cool this is to pick your team and to have your own sort of team sitting there. So we obviously don't want all these jokers anyway in this side. So we're not going to save this at all. Yes, we want to cancel changes because that's another video for another day. So obviously you can have 4 teams you can make up there, and that is pretty cool feature. Right, what is remaining? Weekly challenges. Now these are sort of, I don't know, if you're comparing to FIFA, which a lot of you will be, Team of the Week challenges, where you can do certain things to earn extra currency to buy more players and my players. So win this match between France. Oh. So it appears that Rugby 18 does not like the weekly challenges just yet. So I'm not going to go back into that category again because I've already crashed the game twice trying to show you guys what it is. But you saw France, you saw Australia win the match pretty much between those two sides if you had to go one or the other. And you get 1,000 of that star currency for my squad. So that's the little thing that's going to be changing every week. And what's cool about that is they will be keeping updating that as well. There will be new weekly challenges and new things. If only we can build on that and keep it currently rotating and developing roster and things like that. Kits, players, that's what we really need. But this is a good step in the right direction. Extras, so we can change options. Video, sound, tutorials are there as well. Extra controls, learn about rugby, and credits. Wait on, before we go. Okay, so that was sprinting. So I was sprinting when I was playing that game. Oh, wow, what Jesus. Deep kicks, playing the ball on the ground. When the ball's on the ground, silver ways to play it. B will kick it, X will fall on it. Would have been nice to know, because I did throw the ball on the ground a lot. B, any button will put the ball down. Here we go, sidestepping. What's hitting? On attack or defense, you can prepare for a hit. Ah, right, so that's kind of bracing for the tackle. Sidestepping. I was trying that. Oh, okay, so what? There's several ways to avoid being tackled. A handoff, changing directions, and trajectory. Problem with that was the guy kind of stuttered to a stop, didn't he? If that's really a thing. Use right stick in different ways to confound the defense. So I was trying that during that match, and I think I did fend off, or I put my arm out to fend once. But I guess that's something you'll get used to. Remember, I have just played this one game. That was the first game I ever played. Just got it, just installed, just played one game, going in blind as we do. Stamina, players get stamina, obviously drops, and of course players get injured as well. So there we go. Didn't try too much. Advanced passes would be good to know. Passes. Switch passes were good. If you can master that, you'll be very hard to beat. So you can tackle players. Okay, right stick does a lot, and I guess if you're using a different controller, the buttons will obviously be different. But I just want to know how to sidestep. Controls very similar to Rugby Challenge 3. To be fair, the right stick doing all your fending, your sidestepping, just doesn't seem to be that fluid. In summary, let's wrap this up. So I've been going on for what seems to be an age with this first going in blind video of Rugby 18. Cut to the chase, end of the day. What are my first initial thoughts after playing what you've seen here? This was the first time I've launched the game. first time I've launched it. First game was that little tutorial thing at the start. We went down to South Africa, and then I've had a look at these game modes. I know before this about as much as you guys. So what I think overall about this game after playing it for, I think about 30-40 minutes I've been playing this game for. Gameplay is big. Graphics are alright. Don't have that camera switching. I know a lot of people wanting the far stand sort of camera view. But for now, it is the end on, and it just stays the same way whether you're on attack or defense, as you've seen. That I kind of prefer, because you just don't see the gaps and the angles the same when you're from the side, which is why I quite like that end-on sort of camera. But it doesn't allow for that TV presentation style from the sideline. So a bit of give and take. I'm not too upset about that whatsoever. The gameplay as a fact of actually playing the match, though, a bit clunky. It's a bit, what's the word? Just not fluid. What's the word for not fluid? That's a better one than that. I'm not quite sure. But as you saw, the players didn't quite flow. The moves were a bit like that. Players were running that way and that way. Sure, I did force a lot of passes, which doesn't make sense. But when you've got a game where it's not really that capability of setting plays or setting the way players move, you need to have the players moving. If everyone's passing and running to the left, players do gravitate to the left side. Just didn't seem to move themselves into a nice little area of the game. And what kind of follows up from that is the fact that when you're on attack, your players are also flat. So your passes either hit people, they get in the way. So the continuity, the positioning, and the depth of your attacking line, they are the big things. They are the flaws to me in the gameplay. Easily fixed things, but pretty major when you try to cut a man out, it hits him on the head, and you lose the ball. Depth of the play, that's a big thing. And positioning, two of the biggest things I think I'll pick holes in the gameplay of Rugby 18. That was probably my only real complaint. I feel once you do actually learn how to beat players, beat tackles, you will score a lot of tries. And I feel if I probably played 5 or 6 games, I'd probably be able to score quite a bit and would have probably won that match against South Africa. Really, overall, it is a pretty simple game to pick up. It's not too hard to learn. It looks alright. Graphics aren't too bad. Again, my only complaint would be that little thing about how chunky it is, how clunky it can be. But overall, this is, to me, I compare to Rugby 15. Because Rugby 15 was an utter disaster. And I know these guys aren't the same guys. I know Big Ben was involved in a way. Different developers. But this is so much better than Rugby 15. Is it better than Rugby Challenge 3? And gameplay I'm talking about here, just gameplay. I'm sitting on the fence at the moment, just after that one match. I find Rugby Challenge 2, Rugby Challenge 3 I should say, it does do that flowing a lot better. It does move a lot simpler, and it does look a bit more lifelike in the way it plays. These have pretty much defensive line and attacking line like this. So it's not too much play. They could have moved things out, spread out a bit deeper. Maybe that's something you can play with in the way your team sets up tactically or something in career modes and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure. But it doesn't seem like you can. So that's the only real place that it loses for me. It's good to have replays. The game seems to play pretty well. It does, you should notice, it did kind of stutter and stop a bit, a little bit, a couple of times during the game, which I can live with that. But I'm comparing to Rugby 15 because this is natural progression from me, from 15 to this now at 18, and it is streaks. It is streaks and streaks better than Rugby 15, which was just a terrible, terrible game to play. The little mini games when it comes to rucks and scrums. Good ideas. The rucks, I see 5 players maximum was good because then you can commit. If you stuff up and don't hit them properly, then you lose the ball. It can be over quite quickly. Generally, you either win it quickly or it goes down to a grind and will be over with sooner or later. Doesn't take too long. That's not a big concern. But scrums, I feel, could go on forever. If you've got a good battle going on where they're pretty much reflecting what you do back, it could stay there forever. Scrums are a bit of a worry. We'll see more about them. Lineouts good. Fast, snappy, bang, in, out, gone. I like that about the lineouts Scrum's a bit of a concern. Rucks, yeah, not a bad system. Still makes the user have to do something when they play, which is good, because you can't just sit there and go bang, 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 like Rugby Challenge, and you go boom, 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 throw all your men in the breakdown, bang, you win the ball. So that is really cool. That's probably the biggest things I noticed about the game. It's good how if a player's standing in the way of a pass, the ball hits him. That is just, what do you call it, physics, I guess. A man in the way, it hits him. He doesn't catch it, it scones him on the noggin. I mean, that sort of stuff is good. I like that. Although it's bloody annoying because I may throw me so many passes at players that hit them when you're in by the defence. What happens? That sort of stuff happens. That's quite realistic. I did like that about the game. If I can smoothen it up, get it learn a bit sleeker, get it going a bit smoother, get players just kind of moving a bit nicer, the game could be actually really, really good. This was better than I was expecting. A lot better than I was expecting. I was expecting Rugby 15.5. I did not have high hopes. I'll be completely honest. I had pretty low hopes. But this has been good. This has been a good improvement. If this game goes well enough and they do build on it, possibly a sequel, updates, things like that, it could become good. That is just on general gameplay. Outside of the actual gameplay, game modes. Now, there's some really good and some really bad about this. The career, that is what people have been wanting for a long, long time, and it's something I'm excited to see as well. You can build your own team, which is really, really cool. It's a shame there's not so many licensed sides. If this game could have had Super Rugby and things like that, and had really that massive core of all sorts of competitions, it could have made a big, big difference to the game as well. Another big thing, let's go over positives first with this. Career, really, really good. My squad looks excellent. I mean, to play the game, to get rewarded, to build your side, looks like a really, really cool thing to have as well. It's a movement in the right direction towards what we all want ultimately, which is an ultimate team sort of structure. So, I like that. That's another good positive. There's a few negatives here as well. Things that Rugby Challenge have nailed that this doesn't have. Sevens, be a pro, create a player. Three really big things there that this game misses out on. Not too worried about sevens and be a pro. I mean, that is cool, but you kind of do without. Create a player is where this game can really, really lack. Now, a lot of you who have been around my channel before, you know that modding is a massive part of Rugby Challenge 3. That is something that the developers of this game don't need to really worry about, but their game can stay current and still playable without them doing any work. I think that is something that any game these days needs to have just as a default. You need to be able to have that creative ability, that modding ability, so other people can do your work. Why wouldn't you want that in a game? I mean, these guys will sit there and create kits, create shirts, they create stadiums, they create boots, all this stuff to add to your game. Nothing ever bad come from modding in a rugby game, from my knowledge so far. I think that's a huge, huge loss. I'm sure there's good reasoning behind it, but just something like that would have made a massive difference. I think the be a pro and sevens has kind of been counteracted with a cool world league and my squad sort of thing. So I think 50-50 on game modes with Rugby Challenge 3 as well, minus that creative player, which is a massive, massive, really drop. We always talk about career modes having a progression. That's something that's not featured, but not surprised. I mean, that's something that's quite in depth. It would be amazing and great to have, but I think that needs a kind of 2 or 3 game progression to build on that. So, you know, if there's Rugby 19, if that could be added, would be amazing. But overall, I think I've kind of capped off a lot of the stuff from my first impression, my first look at this game. Positive. Now, I was coming into this expecting to be sitting here going, this is rubbish, this is crap, throw it in the bin, delete your codes, just burn it with fire. But no, I'm quietly surprised by this. Try it out. Now, I've noticed on a few places it's relatively cheap, which is more than what we can say for Rugby Challenge games, Dodd, Badminton, cricket, places like that, other niche kind of sports. It's relatively cheap. It's worth a go if you're a real rugby fan. Get used to it and play it, and it's not too bad. This one is okay. It's a toss-up. I'll probably still say Rugby Challenge 3 is the more complete gameplay. This thing has positives here, Rugby Challenge does not. But overall, just the fluidity of the game makes a big difference. But this is definitely on the right track. I'm happy to say that I think this, and by the time we get Rugby 20, we could be on a bloody good game. And that is actually some positive stuff. I mean, I want to play it more. That is my first impressions. That game was quite fun. It was frustrating because I didn't know the full controls. They could have added some more things in tutorial about how to beat players, would have been nice. And if I was actually sprinting when holding the right trigger. But overall, a huge improvement on Rugby 15 and a positive direction, I think, for rugby games in general. Try it, check it out, watch some gameplay videos. I'll have some more coming up in future as well. If you're not quite sure, see what you think. See if my gameplay affected that the way that game actually flowed. It's a possibility. But we could be on something here, guys. We could be on something. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Not great. I mean, I'd probably give Rugby Challenge 3 at release a 7 out of 10. So I'm not being hugely, wow, it's amazing, because it's definitely not. There's a lot of flaws and there's a lot of things missing. But for a first up effort for these guys that wear their EKO Software, I think this is something that can really be built on. So, EKO guys, stick at it. Make another one. Use your time wisely and make this better. Add creative player, develop your career mode, and just try and get the game engine running a bit more smoothly. That's probably all I'll say. Some really good ideas. Player physics, I think, is the best thing. Like hitting a guy on the head with the ball, my life is complete. My life is truly complete. Good positive start to Rugby 18. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a mammoth one. I mean, it's Rugby 18. First look for you guys to decide if you want to buy this game or not. Let me know what your thoughts are as well. Let me know if there's something you'd like to see on Rugby 18. Something about players or teams, a game mode you'd like to see, a series. I know a lot of you want to see career. That's definitely something I want to bring to the channel, as well as developing my squad. And it'll be cool, we could bring weekly challenges in as a series as well. So that is something I'd like to bring to the channel. Really cool added things. I'm going to play this a little bit more and see if maybe my gameplay is why it was a bit clunky. But otherwise, decent. Room to improve, a lot of room to improve, but monumentally better than Rugby 15. That is it for me though today. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed this look into Rugby 18, which comes out very soon. Get your copy. If you're a rugby fan, I think you might enjoy it. It's a bit limited with players and things like that, which could really kill its longevity of the game. But gameplay wise and features, it could be cool. You Northern Hemisphere rugby fans out here, I think you'll love it. Especially you guys. You will be quite into it. So, yeah, that is it for me today. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you think, as always. And until next time, take care.